Hey, Mr. MSL, welcome. Appreciate it. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do here, share the love for some Master System. Is the game audio coming in pretty clear? Man, that was brutal. Oh, we're off to a good start there. First couple of enemies drops the key. Whew, that was close. I think that's one of the worst vampires to fight. They're all supposed to be named Dracula, but the original version described them as just vampires. Oh, I did not want to do that. Still one more coffin I need to find. Actually, I think there's two more. Let's see. Okay, got that one. Oh, that was nice. There it is. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Stop flying. Oh, that was fair. Stuck in the wall. Now he's on the other side of the wall. Alright, now we've got all 5 treasures. And we gotta find the exit, which tend to hide from you. Usually it's outside. Oh, there it was. Gotta hope I get lucky and find that exit. I don't think it disappears, but you definitely want to get to it quick. Because by the time you find it again, you could be running low on health. There it is. No, I don't need that. Of course. Wow. Either I get ambushed by the ghost, or I fall through the pits. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, the layouts are pretty much the same. There's going to be more enemies, and the vampires will actually respawn in the middle of a fight, so they don't all just die after the first round. But it's pretty much the same. You want to kill all the enemies you can to see who drops the key. Find the key, and then find the nearest coffin, unlock it, and then do battle with the vampire. Hoping this guy goes the other way, or at least towards me, so that I can jump over him, but don't think he will. Maybe I can jump over him. Nope. He's just gonna move farther. Oh, there's nothing over there anyway. Okay. See, and as you can tell, the overall castle or house is the same, but they do change some things, and you know, there's going to be more sporadic enemies here and there. And you'll definitely want to try to acquire more knives, because all the enemies are easier to kill with them, including the vampires. So we're going to grab one here. Okay, wait for that ghost to pass if he does at all. Perfect. Now, this vampire may respawn, so... Oh, he did. Perfect. Because, like I said, not all of them do. It usually tends to be the ones that you don't want, whether because you're low on energy or you can't get to a knife. Oh, look, now they've added the mummy. Joy. And honestly, I think this game wouldn't be such a pain in the ass at times if it wasn't for the bats. But show me a game where bats or birds are never annoying. I think that's every depiction they're ever in, honestly. Okay, I gotta do this quick. Okay. That works. Now, he'll probably respawn. Oh, he didn't. Oh, yeah, he did. See what I mean? And he's going to do everything he can to ensure I don't get a knife. There we go. Boom. Wow, that's awesome. So, did battle with the vampire, lost my key, instantly got another one. That's pretty cool. Makes my job easier. Ugh. Slow moving bats. Really? Oh, I don't even have a knife. Alright, let's go grab one. There we go. Now the way you trigger the knife in this game is whenever you run past the candelabras, you'll see a knife come from the left or the right side. And what you want to do is you want to time your jump so that you jump right above it and then come pressing it down to the ground. That's how you get the knife. When you walk past a fireplace, it shoots out arrows, and unfortunately you can't acquire those to use against Dracula, but imagine having a distance weapon while he's flying around. I think that'd be way helpful than having to use a knife in close combat, but you know, having the knife is still better than having to punch him, especially when he's so sporadic. Okay, that was bad. Come on. See, and he's doing that thing where he won't stay put. He'll bounce me around, but he'll fly around even more. Grab this health item. Come on. See, he might respawn here though. I'm hopeful he won't. Yep. Oh. Oh, that's nice. On the plus side, at least I got my key back almost instantly. Ghost House is definitely one of the better Sega Master System games, I feel. It's actually loosely based off of a Sega arcade game. I'm trying to remember the name of it exactly, but it had a similar premise where you would go up and down floors trying to find treasure and whatnot. Similar to Elevator Action, but Sega's take on it. To grab some energy there. Now watch, when I go past this fireplace, you should see an arrow come flying by. Or maybe not. Is it this type? There we go. Okay, so it's the ones that aren't lit. See, that I feel is bogus. I don't know why they let you get hit when you're passing out. Alright. Oh, that did not work in my favor at all. Come on. There we go. Come on. Now the thing is that the he resurrected 3 times. That's not cool. Okay. Now what you see me doing there is if you jump up and hit the lights, it actually freezes everything on the screen, including Dracula, which is very helpful, especially in the later stages where he's just so hard to hit. And unfortunately, the lights have a limited use, so you want to make sure that you use them when you absolutely need to. Oh, hey Alex, welcome. Appreciate it, man. Just playing Ghost House here on Sega Master System. Alright. Now the worst part is we've got more bats here and I'm in a much tighter area to fight him in. But if all goes well, I see I'm out of reserves for the light. Come on. Please don't turn back. Oh, thank goodness. Hey Alex, if you're still in here, is the audio from the game too loud or too low? And is my voice too loud or too low by any chance? Ah, thanks, man. That cheap shot and bat. Okay, see right there how the coffin didn't open up? That's why you need the key so bad. And sometimes it can take forever for an enemy to drop one. I've been getting really lucky this playthrough, or attempt at a playthrough, getting them almost instantly. Now this is that map I hate so much because there's so many hazards here. I almost want to kill this bat and lose my knife. There we go. Okay, let's see if he changes. Oh, he didn't. Oh, awesome. Thank you, dude. I'm still trying to find that perfect balance of the game audio and my voice because I don't have a mic yet. So I'm always hoping that I've got the settings just right. So if it's good, awesome. I won't change a thing. How was your work? Oh, that was a big mistake. I don't think I'm gonna... I hope this doesn't... Yeah, it shouldn't kill me. One thing you'll probably learn to hate just as much as I do is all the pitfalls that are in this game. Now, if I remember correctly, every time you complete a round, they reset the number of lamps that you can use. Oh, totally, dude. Today was my Monday as well. I work a Tuesday through Saturday shift. Yeah. Oh, see there, I glitched. I'm stuck in the floor. Alright. And I have a feeling you've been here already. Okay, let's see if I can get lucky and hopefully one of these doors will warp me to where I need to go. Okay. Whoa! Back off, mommy. Oh man, I miss 410 so much. The last time I had a 4 to 10 schedule, I worked at another call center, and everybody used to ask me how I do it, and I'm like, you know what? Those 3 days off make up for it. So if you can work that time frame, it's worth it. Flame dude's in the way. Okay, let's see. Now, what I recommend doing when you're playing this... Oh, it's down here. Sweet. Try to conserve energy as much as possible. Of course, you want to make sure you grab it before you die, like I did. But try to keep them... Try to keep from using them as much as possible. That way you can conserve it for later rounds when you really need it. Okay, why can't I go up? I'm stuck there, can you move that? Okay, now I gotta get past fire breather, so I'm just gonna take the knife. Oh, and I got arrowed to the head. Alright, let's go. They offer such great confidence. Go on with your game. You're good. You know, extra life. You won't benefit it. You won't benefit from it at all. Ow. All right, let's let's go find our first vampire. Whoa! Okay. Come on. Thank you. Oh, I did it again. Not cool. Okay, let's see if I can do this without it. And of course he comes supercharging out of the coffin. Dude, he is relentless. I love the skidding that I do, because it isn't enough that he can do that to me. Come on. See, this is where having the light really helps, because look at how sporadic he's being. And if I can't hit him, yep. And I lost my key, which is even worse. There we go. Yeah, take my advice. Ghost House may look like one of those cute little games that Sega would put out, but I'm telling you, it can be brutal. As you just witnessed my horrible defeat at the hands of Dracula there. Alright, let's see if I can do this without messing it up. Annoying bats. Alright. I'm gonna have to take the hit there. Dude, lay off me. Notice how he won't even let me get near the lamp? He got his little cronies here. There we go. I'll take the hit. Oh, he's right where I need to be, too. Okay, that was nice. I honestly thought he was gonna regenerate. Alright, let's see if we can find our next coffin. Oh, he's down there. Nice. Now see, these spider webs here, try to avoid those as best you can, because what'll happen is you'll get stuck in them and you'll have to smash the controls to get free. I'll go ahead and show you real quick. Okay, see there? It's not too tough to get free from those, but you definitely want to avoid them as much as possible, because they will definitely take advantage of you being stuck there, and they will spam the hell out of attacking you there. Alright. Let's see if we can not only do this, but trigger that lamp. That'll work. Oh, that'll work too. Not if he's gonna spam me though. Come on. Go around. Oh, that should have killed him. Gotcha. Now again, I'm hopeful he won't respawn the moment I go down there, so I'm gonna take a knife with me. Okay, please don't respawn. Please don't respawn. Oh, thank the maker. Alright, we got 5 watching and 3 likes. Not bad, guys. Appreciate it. Whoa! You gotta feel bad for this little kid, Mick, here. All he's trying to do is get his inheritance, and the vampires had to go and steal it from him. But then again, how messed up is it that you have to go look for your inheritance in this house. I think he got the raw end of the deal. Alright, there's the next one. Perfect. I was actually answering someone's Twitter post the other day, and they asked what are some of the top Sega Master System games that you could recommend, and I definitely put this one on my list. It's easy from the start, just like most games are, but man, once it gets going and you're having to dodge all these traps and figure out the best way to take the monsters out, it can be tough. And we've already seen how Dracula can either, or I should say the vampires, can decide whether or not they want to respawn or be nice and actually just let you finish them off in that way. And this poor kid, in by no meaning of the definition, is a vampire hunter. But in relation to that Twitter post that I was answering, I pretty much described Ghost House as Castlevania if Simon were a kid. I mean, you've got the similar looking graphics, the similar gameplay. The only real difference is how many times you have to actually fight Dracula. Oh, that's terrible. Come on. Come on. Go over here. Okay. I have a feeling he might respawn, and I'm hoping I'm wrong again. But let's grab a knife. Kill this bat. Okay, let's see. Let's not respawn. Let's not respawn. Come on. No! That was terrible. Oh, did I get him? Nope. Okay, and he's spazzing out again. Great. Come on, land right there. No, land next to me. There we go. Okay, let's see if he does it again. Let's hope he doesn't. Yes! Alright, let's go. Oh, that was totally fair, but dropping the key makes up for it. So I'll let that slide for now. Gotta love the fact that he's got a real Egyptian mummy down there, and judging by the pharaoh headdress, who knows which king it was. Ow. Okay, there's that. Whoa. Okay, I think I'm about due for a knife after this, so let me kill that so I can use it up. Alright. Don't knock me out. That wasn't cool. Land on the floor. Come after me. Ugh. See, you want him to do that. You don't want him to come at you as the bat, because although you can hit him, I sometimes wonder just how much stronger he is in the bat form. Okay. Please don't respawn. Thank you. I'm down to my last life here, and the last thing I want to do is have to fight him over and over again. Especially when... Ow. Especially when he got me on those loops as it is. Okay, I need to get out of the way of that, because otherwise those arrows are going to keep coming at me, and I don't want that. Yikes. Okay. Come on. Oh, that one last bat hit me. Oh, that was nice. Okay. Ow. See, and this is why I recommend trying to not use your energy boxes as much as possible, because the more you have to backtrack, the less likely you are to find energy boxes. And although they refill your health after you kill Dracula, you have to kill him. So, good luck if he kills you, you know? Debating whether or not I should... might as well take it. Okay. So... see what I mean? These freaking bats are everywhere. Whoa. That was terrible. Turn around, Mick. Whoa. Oh, I didn't want to use that. I also don't like the fact that the creatures can still hit you as you're going through a door. That's bogus. See what I mean? Freaking bat hit me. Now another thing you can do, and this is purely for points by the way. Okay, so if you jump on 5 consecutive arrows, you get this invincibility. And that's also helpful for when you're just trying to escape and search through the house. But it's also good for points. And I think I've used up... Yep. I always forget that there's a limited use to that. Unlike the knives where you can do that as much as you want. Ugh. This is such a bad spot to be in right now. Yep. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, guys. Could really use some energy right now. Oh, that was nice. Whoa! That's the worst way. Ugh. Oh, come on. definitely need some energy now. Oh, great. Come on. Better than nothing. Whoa, drive-by bat. Well, there's one down there if I can get to it. Totally need a knife against the mummy there. Whew. There we go. Ow! Okay. The worst part, now to find the door. Alright, let's see if I get lucky, folks. Nope. Bullseye. I just gotta get to it. Alright. We're back to nighttime. I actually like that the game goes through different phases of the day. That's actually pretty cool. Ow! And as you saw, the knives are a lot faster to get. Yikes! Anything to make my job harder. Ow! Okay. Mr. Fire Breather. Come on, Mr. Mummy. There we go. Ow! Okay. Let's see if I can do this. I don't want to grab the energy box, so I'm gonna try to. Oh, that was lovely. Dracula's like, nope. Come on. See how much harder he hits too? And he's a lot faster. Got him. Okay. This is not a good place to be right now. Please don't spawn again. Yes. See, as long as they don't regen, you might have a chance, especially when you're low on health like I was. There we go. Trying to see where my lamps are. Okay, there's one here. Not bad. Of course, I'm out my knife. Okay. That works. Ow! With how many times this poor kid has been arrowed to the head, it's really a surprise that I'm alive at all. Of course, I just jinxed it. Alright. That works. Yo, fire breather, get away from me. This is another one of those coffins I can't stand. Okay. Alright. Oh no, I'm stuck. This is not good. See, as long as you don't touch that keyhole, you should be okay. Okay. Gonna have to run like crazy. I want that bat out of here, though. Especially that one. Alright, let's go. Get off me, Drac! He's gonna get me. Yeah, he's got me in a loop. Ugh. Cheating jerk. Ugh. He totally used the level design to his advantage there, and you saw how relentless he was with trying to make sure I didn't climb up the ladder. I should have just used the steps in the first place and just jumped up there. That was brutal. Alright. I'm trying to think what other Halloween kind of games I have for the Master System. I wish I had Ghosts and Goblins because it's not a great port, but it's not too bad either. But it's a very pricey game, so sadly I don't have it. Try to think what else might classify as that. But why don't we give GHOSTBUSTERS a try? Now, I originally was going to save this for my own take on ports versus ports. But you know what? It's Halloween. Why don't we give Ghostbusters a try? Oh, you gotta love when they used to do the bouncing ball. It actually looks, sounds, and plays better than the NES port, that's for sure. Alright. Let's go ahead and give this a try here. Let's just say Zombie J. Now again, this also really doesn't sit well with me. Why do you have to buy your own equipment? Never made sense to me whatsoever. Okay. So in all my years of playing this game, I've realized that a lot of these are pretty pointless. You definitely want the laser confinement system. Unfortunately, because they force you to buy your own car, no matter what you buy, you don't end up with enough at the beginning. So we'll come back for that if we have time. I definitely recommend the ghost vacuum or the super ghost vacuum, because that allows you to suck up the ghost while you're actually driving, and you actually get, I think, $200, maybe $400 per ghost when you do that. So it actually adds to your bank account pretty fast. We are going to need traps, so let's go with, how much is that ghost vacuum? Okay. Let's go with the super ghost. Oh wow, I didn't even get to buy equipment. Oh, now I gotta go buy it. Now see, the driving stage is a lot better when you don't explode. Is a lot better than the NES one. In fact, I even think the Atari 2600 version of this game is pretty much better than the NES one. Okay, let's try this again. Let's get a ghost trap, and let's get the super ghost vacuum. And maybe we'll get one more trap just to balance it out. Okay. So now what you're gonna see is I'm gonna drive around the city, and then I'm gonna go to this building here. Now do you see how the ghosts are making their way towards the car? The super ghost vacuum actually gives you better coverage, so you can be further away. Oh, ghost must have left. You can be further away, and it won't require you to be that close to them while you... Okay, there we go. And we'll just pick a random building to go to. Ugh, missed that one somehow. thankfully in this version too, come on. Ugh. You don't have to buy gas, thankfully. Now there is one other item that I recommend when you can save up for it. That's the ghost bait, because you want to prevent the ghost from turning into Stay Puft. And the ghost bait, what it does is it brings all the ghosts to the center so that they all feed on the bait rather than coming together to make Stay Puft. So now we have our choices of where we can go for ghost activity. Alright, so you position your Ghostbusters, drop the trap, and then once you hit the action button, you can switch between Ghostbusters, and then you can get the beams started. Ugh. Yep, he got the best of me. I triggered the trap too soon, so I didn't get all of them like I wanted to. Okay, I'm gonna go get the ghost bait just so we can prevent Stay Puft. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, in case you're wondering who those random people are in the street, that's actually Dana Barrett and Louis Tully, Sigourney Weaver and Rick Moranis' characters from the Ghostbusters movie, already possessed by Zuul and Vince Clortho. Okay, come on, stay. Boom! Got all three. Alright, now we have to go empty our traps, sadly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way down here to the headquarter building. And we're going to go empty the traps. This is where... Thanks, I didn't even see that. This is where getting that super ion system comes in handy, because once you have that, you never have to empty the traps. They automatically empty on their own with that power-up. Okay, see, now they're all amassing here, going to the Zuul building. Why it's called Zuul, I have no idea. Maybe you all have seen that AVGN episode where he talked about the Ghostbuster games, and he mentions how, what, does she buy the property? Does she own real estate? I don't know, I was always confused by that too. No ghost activity yet, that's fine. Okay. Let's see, and I'm gonna try to get as many as these ghosts that are flying by, along with the ones that are actually haunting the building. It's pretty weird that the instruction manual says you want to keep the PK meter down, when in the game you actually want it to kind of fill up. Because without it filling up, timed that too badly. Without it filling up, you can't get everything that you need. to enter the Zuul building. Like, it actually has to go through stages before the Zuul building even is accessible, let alone your dollar amounts and your points are high enough to let you enter the building. So I'm really shocked that they haven't come together to make Stay Puft yet, but I'm pretty sure I just jinxed that. And if I remember right, you need at least $10,000 to get into the Zuul building. Oh, I triggered that too soon again. Okay, now I gotta go empty my traps. Okay. See, I'm almost... Nope. Ooh, they almost did it right there. You see that? Awesome. And see, you get paid bank for doing it. And you notice how they started doing it more often and the PKE meter is red? That's because it's getting closer and closer to the Zuul building opening up, which is what we want. And you want to make sure that your dollar amount stays above at least 20,000 or 10,000, I think it is. Okay, come on. Gotta position the other Slimers here. There we go. There. Let's keep him there. Let's move the other guy. Boom. Got them all. Okay. See, look it. They tried to do it again. Boom. I'm going to try to cut them all off. Nope. Come here. And again, that's what we want them to do in a way, because you get more points. Oh, joyous. I don't have any empty traps. So you see, now I gotta go do that again. And had I had the super aAnd system, I wouldn't even have to do this in the first place. I could just get one basic trap, the aAnd system, and it automatically empties every time. I never have to worry about it. And like AVGN asked, why do the Ghostbusters have to buy their own equipment? They made everything in the movies, right? And in the cartoon, so why do they have to buy it? Hey, what's up, TTV? Right? Okay. So, I have enough money to get into the building. And now I gotta get past Stay Puft. And this is actually a lot trickier than it looks. Because if you get too close, he's gonna smash you. And you gotta get at least 2 guys in there before you can progress. Alright. Just don't go too close. Oh, see, and that's what's bogus. If you don't clear enough of the path, you can't get in there. Whew. Alright, now we have the infamous stair climb. And you have to get at least 2 of the Ghostbusters into the very top of the apartment. And the worst part is, while you can move pretty well in comparison to, say, the NES port, you can only fire your proton pack in 2 different directions, and you have to know how to do it. You have to know what angle to hit them in, because if you don't, you'll get hit by random shit. Now see, I've already lost one guy, which means I have to get every one of these up there. If by some miracle all I need is one and I happen to get him up there, cool, fine with that. But in almost a similar fashion to how difficult the NES portion is, this one can be just as tough, but it's easier to maneuver in this version. The only problem is that these ghosts ambush you, and you don't always have a safe place to go. So there isn't ample room to get cover from. Okay. How did I not... Oh! And I hate the ones that throw the dishes so much. Hey, Retro Brady, what's up, man? I hate the ones that are in the floor the most. And the damn plate throwers. Oh, come on! He got a perfect angle to ricochet that off the wall and hit me in the head. And then, of course, the game has the wonderful team effort of reminding you how you sucked. Good try. You almost did it. You almost got to Zuul and Vins and how they say Gorza. You know it should be Gozer. Oh, nice try. You almost did it, but, you know, you still failed. And because of that, New York City goes under. At least they let me start off with the money I earned if I decide to use that continue code. So that's a plus, but I mean, it's not exactly something that I really want to have to go through. Although it does make it easier if I attempt to go through the game again. Which, you know what, maybe I might. I got a couple more minutes. Alright. Zombie J. What I wish this game did was actually automatically input the number for you. That would have been nice. Alright. So now I have all the money I earned from the previous round, and I can buy the best equipment. I'll still need to buy a trap, but I'm gonna buy the super ion beam, the ghost vacuum, and I think I'm okay with this type of car. You don't really need a fast one, in all honesty. Okay, let's go with... Okay, laser confinement, that's what I want. And I did it again. hate the fact that you have to buy your own equipment. Whoa. Okay, so basic trap, laser confinement, we need the bait. Okay. Let's go with the Super Ghost Vacuum. Yeah, you don't need the turbocharger. The Ghost Paralysis system can slow them down, but that really doesn't help much, especially when you can already capture them pretty well. The Super aAnd beam, it does make your laser beams longer, but it's one of those things that it's up to you if you feel like you need it. Nope. Alright. Let's go loop around and start catching stuff. Okay. Got one. Okay, come on. Bam. Now, there's no real reason that I'm doing this, but it's just so I can go around, collect more ghosts, and get more cash. In any other event, if one of the buildings was glowing red, I definitely would have headed there. But since nothing was being haunted at the moment, I just go around and I get the ghosts with the vacuum. So there's nothing there. So you see, again, no red buildings, so that's good. Just gonna make my rounds here. How's everybody doing so far? There we go. Oh, finally. Alright. I'm still gonna go and make my rounds and get all the ghosts as much as possible. Come on. There we go. Then I'll go to the building. Hopefully, it'll still be haunted by the time I get there. You do have somewhat of a time limit. They always stress that the moment a building goes red, that you head straight over there, but I like to go around and get the ghosts like this because chances are if you miss getting to the building in time, you'll probably make up for it by vacuuming up all the ghosts on the highway. Yeah, see, they're all gone now, but still made some cash, so... And like I said, as long as you get at least $10,000 by the time the third PKE meter fills up, you should be able to get into the Zuul building. Okay, nothing there. Alright, so now we have two options. We can go to this one or we can go to the top one. So I'm just going to do this. And then hopefully the top building will still be haunted by the time I'm done. And then I'll wrap around and get the other ghosts before I get there. Okay, position our trap. Now the sucky thing is you do have to go get your beams refilled. As you can see at the very bottom there, running low on beam energy. Come on. Ugh, come on. There we go. So that is something you still do have to go do when you're driving around going to the headquarters. So might as well go do that now. And I'll catch these ghosts along the way. There we go. Man, even with the AC on, it's really hot right now for some reason. Okay. Alright. There we go. Got all the Slimers. Alright, so now let's head up here. And honestly, this is all you do really throughout the entire game. Aside from having to get past Stay Puft, the stairway scene, which you guys saw earlier. The only other thing after that is you have to fight Gozer at the top, and you have to dodge the attacks that Zuul and Vins are shooting at you, and then you also have to dodge her attacks too. Which, like the ghosts in the stairway, can sometimes be easy to dodge, but you're so focused on everything else happening that you can overlook their attacks sometimes. Wow. Look at that. We got our pick today. Come on. Get through there. I've actually played the game with all the different car variations, and honestly all it does is just you just drive faster. No real reason to really get them. Huh, that's weird. I thought when I went to the headquarters, my beam filled up. Let's do that. Okay, more Slimers. Figure out where's the best place to get these guys. Okay, come on. Bam. I apologize, guys, if this game is really boring. I mean, you figure with an awesome movie like Ghostbusters, they'd have a good game for it, and with the exception of the one... Oh, nope, over here. Isn't that ghost bait? You would think that they would have had a much better game, and the ones that I can recommend are definitely the 16-bit one on Genesis with the deformed heads and chibi bodies. That's actually a pretty good Ghostbusters game, along with the ones that came out on the Wii and I believe it was Xbox or 360. The Wii one actually allows you to play 2-player, which is why I recommend that one the most. But if you want to talk about graphic capability, I mean, that goes to the PC version. But all the other ones are just as good. But I prefer the Wii version because it's multiplayer. Okay. And you saw how I was able to launch the trap and then do it again. That's because that's what the that powerful, expensive system I bought allows me to do. I can keep using the traps over and over because they empty. Okay, come on. I can't even see myself. Where did I go? Okay. So how was work, Retro Brady? Gotcha. Nope. Over here. Last one. Okay. Now the PK. Nope. Come over here. Really didn't matter anyway because we're at that point in the level. But I still made 2,000 just to keep them separate. Okay. Go. Oh, long and boring. I can definitely attest to that. Ugh, that's the call center life for me, man. Whoa. Okay, that guy totally phased through the floor there. Okay, stay there. Oh. Let me pass. He said backbreaking? What do you do? If you don't mind me asking. There's a stupid plate thrower. I really want the plate throwers gone. Oh. Go away. Go away. Oh my gosh. It doesn't seem tough, but just making sure you can get rid of those damn things is the part that sucks. Wow. She totally wasted me. No! Ugh. Oh. Dang. And again, they have to remind me that, well, your attempts were good, but you still failed. Well, I might just save this password for future reference, just in case I want to do this again. Alright, what do we got here? We have two viewers in the stream still. We have about 8 likes. Alright, cool. I know at some point we had about 8 people in here, so the fact that the viewer and the likes match each other, I'm happy with that. I mean, I'm just enjoying playing games, and whoever decides to want to join me, you know, you're more than welcome to, and I appreciate the company. So this has been fun, you know. Definitely want to plan to stream more in the future. Because of the hours that I work, I don't always get to stream as much as I want to, but I'll definitely make more of an effort to try to do so when I have downtime, especially with Halloween, which is more of like a lifestyle for me than a holiday. You know, I've got some movie marathons planned and a bunch of other activities. Plus we got Retropalooza coming up soon, so I gotta make the trip for that. That's gonna be one busy month. Oh wow, that sounds pretty cool, Retro Brady. I could be completely wrong on that, but any job that allows you to work with your hands and use tools like that, I mean, it's got to be fun in some way. I haven't done woodworking since I left college, and I kind of miss it. Hopefully it's good pay, too. Let me go ahead and reset this so we can get it off that screen. And then y'all can have a little karaoke here with the title screen. Am I alone in saying that I used to love when you would see the little bouncing ball and sing-alongs? I don't know why, I always thought they were just one of the goofiest things ever. Alright. Get that out of the way there. It's almost 3:10 my time, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. I don't mind hanging around for a couple minutes and answering any questions if you guys have any. I normally go to bed around this time anyway, but if I get good enough sleep, which usually depends on whether or not my neighbors want to blast their music at this time, I'll probably try to stream in the morning or in the next couple of hours when I wake up. I don't know for sure yet, because I know we did have some kind of errands to run, I think, but I'll definitely try to before work, just so I can get some streaming hours in and embarrass myself playing some of these horrible games, even though everything I own has kind of a soft spot and sentimental value. So even if I don't have anybody to join me, you know, I just love playing them. I love talking about them, sharing memories and whatnot. So if you guys enjoy my streams for any reason, whether it's the game I'm playing or just, you know, the chat or just sharing messages and memories, then I'm grateful, because part of why I've been looking forward to streaming so much is I want to be able to reconnect people with some of these games, no matter how bad they are, and just strike up those kinds of conversations. For those of you who know who Grindhead Jim is, I've actually talked with him a few times, and we have a lot in common when it comes to having games and systems for display, but also for conversation pieces, and that's totally what I'm about. If any of you all were living in my area and we decided to hang out at my place, I'd gladly let you take a look at what's in my collection and just, you know, have kind of like a chit chat about it, because that's what I like to do. So, oh, we got about 9 likes this time. Nice, thank you very much for that. Whoever added to the count, thank you. And you know, guys, don't feel like you have to be quiet or shy in here, because I love the chatter. I love talking with you all. So, and I know in other streams sometimes it can be tough because the chats are always so busy, and whether I'm moderating for them or not, or the biggest component is I'm usually at work. So I do what I can to kind of stay in touch, and I want to make sure that we're able to do that. I want to be able to provide that middle ground of you guys watching what I play, or if you donate, you can tell me what to play so long as I have it on the appropriate console, because I don't have EverDrives. This is actually all original hardware that I'm using. I actually have my Sega Master System hooked up. So if you all donate, which Retrogrady I know you have, and thank you very much for that, at any point in time that I'm streaming and you're in here, feel free to shout out a title, and if I have it, I'll play it for you. So, oh, thanks Retrogrady, I appreciate that. Yeah, I know there's like a dime a dozen when it comes to retro streamers, and I'm not looking for any type of personal glory, honestly. I just love retro games so much, and you know, if I ever get a chance to play games with Jay or with Eric or Rufus or any of the guys that we watch, you know, that'll be awesome. I look forward to that. And until then, you know, I just want to keep doing this, and hopefully you guys get some sort of entertainment out of it, because if you guys are enjoying it and you're getting something out of it, whether it's embarrassing moments out of me or just, you know, exposure to familiar or unfamiliar games, and I feel like I'm contributing the way that I want, you know, if that makes sense. So, you know, whether you pay to donate for a game that I play or not, I just appreciate y'all being here and, you know, supporting me. Definitely been wanting to do this for some time, and I haven't had a lot of time lately to actually retro game. So now that I can share this with you guys, it means a lot to me. It means a lot that you guys are here to support me too. So, and that goes for all of you who subscribe to my YouTube, to my Twitter, my Facebook, East Coast, West Coast, and UK streamers alike. You know, I'm friends with so many of you. You know, I just want to keep this going, and I hope that we all have a good time while we do that. because I feel that retro games definitely have that capability to bring people together. And I apologize, my voice is getting kind of hoarse, so let's see, what time do we got here? About 3:14. Yeah. Okay. I know I've been kind of long-winded enough, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to, ask away. I'm just gonna put some stuff away for a couple more minutes, but I will be here. I have my chat open still. So if you want to ask any questions, feel free to do so. I'll probably cut the stream after a couple minutes after I'm done putting stuff away. But I'm still here, so feel free to ask anything while I've got the chat up, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. So, and I just stepped on my controller. Definitely need a bigger place. I have too much stuff everywhere. Actually, before I go, I'm going to show you guys something really quick. I don't know how many of you have had experience with the Sega Master System at all, whether you owned one or played one. Never seen one ever, and that's totally fine. Growing up, not many people in my neighborhood actually had the Master System, but my uncle and I did at the same time that we had the NES. But what some people don't know is that the Master System, whether you play the original, which I'm using right now, or the Master System 2, both models actually have games built into them. And I always thought that was a cool little feature for Sega to do. Like, if you somehow misplaced your cart or you just couldn't grab an extra one, there's at least some mini games that are built in. And I'm going to show you this little system, or this little game that's built into the original Sega Master System. It's actually, I think it's called Snail Maze. But what you do is you just turn the system on without a game plugged in, and then just like hold the buttons down and move the directional pad around. And what you'll get is this neat little snail game. And unfortunately, my camera is blocking my view, so I can't really see that part. But let me try to make up for lost time here. Nope. There we go. And so the rounds just keep going until eventually you just run out of time, and then you have to go back and start over. By no stretch of the imagination is this a groundbreaking game of any kind, but I do like the fact that this little Easter egg was actually in the system. And I remember we were playing one day in my uncle's room, and we realized that our cartridge hadn't been plugged in all the way, and so, like the kid I was who was smashing buttons, we happen to find this little trick. Oh, ran out of time. And then it starts over, and then, you know, you're back to the whole reminder. Make sure you have a cartridge plugged in, make sure the power is not on, that sort of thing, you know. I think next time what I'll do is I'll try to configure my cables for the Sega Master System 2, which doesn't use audio video cables like the first one does. It actually uses the RF. And I'll try to connect that so that way I can show you what's in that system, which is actually a full version of Alex Kidd in Miracle World built into the system. So that one actually gives you a full game. Unlike this one, which is just a little maze game. So, but looks like there's no questions or anything like that, which is fine. You know, it's late. I do appreciate everybody coming in here and watching me play some games, commenting, liking. You know, everyone, you know, contributes to my stream in some way, so I'm very thankful and humble for that. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter, you're subscribed to my YouTube. That way you can get updates on when I'll be streaming. I have a video in the works right now. It's another pickups video, and I'll also be filming my Gaming Beautician episodes. So definitely stay tuned for that, and I welcome all your comments, suggestions on those, as I've done with every other video I've posted. So if there's no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream. And I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you guys later.